Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from AnthonysCustoms, and for this review, we're looking at the DC Collectibles Batman the Animated Series Commissioner Gordon figure. How could you not have a Commissioner Gordon figure? You need to. If you're collecting this line, this is one you want to get. It looks really cool. But just like most of the other figures in this line, it has some devastatingly bad problems. So if you're not already collecting the line, this is a figure you don't want to get. But if you're still curious, and I kind of just ruined the whole point of the video by telling you that ahead of time, we're going to go through all of the details, so let's get him off the stand and take a closer look. This guy stands just about 16 centimeters, which makes him just about 6¼ inches. And like I said, he looks really good. They painted the yellow, separate color from the kind of yellow khaki pants, the brown jacket, the skin tones, the blacks, the grays. Everything looks really nice on this guy. That is until you try to pose him, and we'll get to that in a little bit. First, let's look at the accessories. We have 6 total hands. We have the 2 fist hands that come on him in the package. We have 2 gripping hands and then 2 trigger finger hands. Of course, for the gripping and trigger finger hands, we have a revolver and a loudspeaker or a bullhorn, whatever that thing is called. And then lastly, we have our terrible display stand, which all of these figures come with. And the only good thing about them is that they have the character turnarounds. The stands themselves are garbage. So, going back to the figure, the jacket is a soft material, so that's pretty nice. It is connected throughout the torso, but it does have the soft material so that it won't get in the way of posing the legs. The legs themselves will get in the way, don't worry. The head is done really well. I really like it. I think they did a good job with the sculpt and the paint and having the actual glasses on there. Very nice looking head. It also has a nice joint. The ball peg allows it to lean side to side. It can look up a little bit, look down a little bit, and rotate. It's not the best in the world, but it's perfectly fine. For the shoulders, we have a nice hinge which goes almost all the way out to the side. And then, of course, you can rotate it forward. And since the jacket is soft, you can actually bring the arms forward, unlike most of the other figures. So that's a good thing. We have no bicep swivel, however. We just have the elbow hinge, which doesn't quite give us 45 degrees. Doesn't quite give us 90 degrees, but we do get our bicep swivel out of that. For the wrists, we have our swivel and our hinge, pretty much standard. Nothing really special there. I don't really need to show you a wrist hinge. You guys know what that does. Now, the waist twist is hidden nicely underneath his slightly untucked shirt. You can rotate him around, and it looks good just fine. No problems at all with that. We do have problems, however, with the hips. Well, not so much the hips. You'll see once I get to the rest of the leg why we have a problem with the hips. But the hips can go only a little bit forward, so that's not great, but since he's Commissioner Gordon, it's acceptable. And then they go back a little bit, they go out to the side like you would expect. It's not the worst of them all, but it's still pretty ugly joint. It's huge and not appealing in any way. I don't know why they keep doing that. His knee joint, you would think it's like the Joker's, but it's actually not. It's a lot worse, it's a lot uglier. I don't know why they made it that way, but they did. It's kind of functional. You get about 45 degrees. And then for the ankles, you just get rotation. So you can rotate the feet. And the feet aren't flat, so you have to, and this is kind of where the hip thing comes in. You have to kind of give him a little pelvic thrust in order to get him to balance, because you can't adjust his feet or anything. So you either need a pelvic thrust or bend the knees or do something, but you can't just stand him there, or he's going to want to lean really far forward, and that's if you're lucky. If you're not lucky, he'll fall all the way over. So he's going to end up just like most of the other figures from this line, standing there not doing much of anything. It's pretty disappointing, but like I said, if you're already into the line, you might want to pick it up. He's one of the better looking figures, and he's got some bulk to him, so that's kind of nice. Just not a very functional action figure. I don't know what the guys at DC Collectibles are doing, but it's not making good figures. That's what it is. I'm going to put it out there. These figures are not good. They're acceptable at best. They have way too many flaws to be considered good. So there it is, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I have new videos up every single day. Talk about action figures, movies, TV shows, video games, all kinds of fun stuff, so make sure you come back for that. And in the meantime, keep collecting.